हेलो दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है शुभम। आप सभी का वेलकम करता हूं मेरे चैनल पे जिसका नाम है प्राग पराठा। आज है हमारा डे 1 इन बर्लिन और आज हम जाने वाले हैं म्यूजियम ऑफ नेचुरल हिस्ट्री में। सो लेट्स गो। The entry ticket of the museum was about €8 per person. Now, this museum is more than 200 years old and it contains over 30 million objects, including fossils, minerals, animals, and plants. Now, this museum also has an extensive collection of meteorites, including the largest known meteorite fragment, the Hoba meteorite, which weighs over 60 tons. One of the most famous exhibits in the museum is the skeleton of a Brachiosaurus, which is one of the largest mounted dinosaur skeletons in the world, and the museum also holds a world record for this. We also saw a full scale skeleton of the Tyrannosaurus, or famously known as the T Rex. This museum also has an extensive collection of stuffed animals that spans over 200 years of scientific research and exploration. The collection includes over 300,000 specimens, including birds, mammals, reptiles, and amphibians from all over the world. Many of the specimens in the collection were collected by early explorers and naturalists, and they provide a valuable historical record of the distribution and diversity of animal life. The specimens are carefully preserved and displayed in lifelike poses, giving visitors a sense of the animal's natural habitats and behavior. While you are here, you can also enjoy a space film called The Mission to the Planets, which takes visitors on a virtual journey through our solar system. After completing the museum tour, we left for our next destination. Before that, let me tell you why you should plan a trip to Berlin. Berlin is the capital city of Germany and is known for its rich history, art, culture, and vibrant lifestyle. It is a city that has been through a lot of change over the years but has emerged as a modern metropolis that is welcoming to visitors from all over the world. Guys, आ गए हम अपने second destination पे, which is called the Charlottenburg. This is one of the largest royal palaces in Germany. So let's go inside. The Charlottenburg Palace was built in the 17th century as a summer residence for Sophie Charlotte. The palace has a stunning Baroque architecture and features beautiful gardens and fountains. The interior of the palace is equally impressive with ornate ceilings, intricate carvings, and exquisite furniture and artworks. Another notable feature of the Charlottenburg Palace is the porcelain cabinet, which houses an extensive collection of rare and valuable porcelain from China and Japan. And having been to other grand palaces in Netherlands and Australia, I must say that the porcelain from China and Japan were a style statement back in the day. The entry ticket to the Charlottenburg Palace costs €12 per person, but since we arrived only half an hour before the closing time, which is 5 pm, we got in free. After admiring the Prussian royalty, we head to our next destination. Now, the next destination is synonymous to Berlin because now we are going to the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall was a physical barrier constructed to separate East and West Berlin during the Cold War. The wall was erected in 1961 and stood for nearly 28 years until it was finally demolished in 1989 after the collapse of the Soviet Union and the reunification of Germany. The construction of the wall was a traumatic event for many Berliners who were separated from their families and loved ones by the wall. Having said that, if you visit the East Side Gallery today, the largest remains of the Berlin Wall, the scenario is completely changed. Right now, it's an amazing spot where you can sit with your friends, have a couple of beer, chit chat, laugh, and enjoy the sunset by the river. With this, our day 1 was over and we headed back to our hostel. हेलो दोस्तों, आज है हमारा डे 2 इन बर्लिन और आज हम आए हैं क्लासिक रमीन, विच यू कैन सी बिहाइंड मी. दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द क्लासिक शोरूम्स, क्लासिक कार्स शोरूम्स in Berlin. Entry is free, so let's go inside and check out these cars. The showroom is around 40 to 45 minutes from Berlin Central Station. I will add the exact details in the description below. At the entry, you are treated by a Jaguar E-Type, which is titled as the most beautiful car in the world. After that, we saw a classic Porsche 911, a classic Audi, and a very old Citroen, a Fiat, and I'm not very sure of this one.
Further in, we saw some classic Mercedes cars. We also had a very old Rolls Royce. Now, the last model, which is called the Mercedes 300 SL. Now, a sample of this car was sold for 1200 crores INR in May 2020. So, it's a very, very famous car. Then we saw a very heavily modified G Wagon with lots of carbon bits in it. And I'm telling you, this car was intimidating.
गाइस, तो ये जो ट्रैक्टर देख रहे हैं आप मेरे पीछे, दिस इज वर्थ 80 lakhs. लेट्स हैव अ लुक. So guys, this is the Bugatti Veyron, the almighty, the first supercar, or let's say hyper supercar. That's the F12 TDF. Oh my god. Not sure which one this is, but I think this is some 458. That's the Ford GT. That's the Ferrari SF90. The almighty Ferrari La Ferrari. And my personal favorite, this beast, which is called the Ferrari Monza.
We had some motorcycles here as well. Like this one is called the Horex VR6 Classic, which has a price tag of a little over 40 lakhs. They also have a full-scale garage in the premises, and I'm sure they have a lot of regulars because this place is just amazing, and especially if you are a petrol head. With this, we come to the end of our Berlin video. I hope you enjoyed exploring the city with me and liked my recommendations. Berlin truly has something for everyone. I encourage you to share your own experiences and recommendations for visiting Berlin in the comment section below. I have also added details of all the spots shown in the video and some additional activities too for your next Berlin trip in the description below. We will be coming up with another video of my expenses in Berlin. Until then, stay tuned to Prague Paratha and do subscribe to our channel, like this video and share it with your friends. Ciao!